I want to tell you a story I heard from the person that happened to. He passed away last year. His name was Rabbi Yadin Steinsaltz. Rabbi Yadin Even Yisrael from Yerushalayim. Very wise man. He translated the Steinsaltz Gemara, and he wrote like 70 or 80 books. He lived in the German colony in Yerushalayim. Shabbos morning, he went every Shabbos morning to daven in the Altstadt, in the old city of Yerushalayim. And I heard from him once that he was walking Shabbos morning to shul, and he meets a professor who he knew. He was a liberal arts professor. He was also an artist, and he was a left-winger. But a left-winger like an Israeli knows how to be a left-winger, which is much more left than an American knows how to be a left-winger. Because when Jews are left-wingers, they're real left-wingers. And he says, oh, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Kvod harav, efo harav holech? Where's the rabbi going? But then I'm going to shul. And he says, and where are you going? He says, there's one restaurant in Yerushalayim where they still serve bacon and eggs. So l'kavod Shabbos Kodesh, I make sure to go there Shabbos morning for bacon and eggs. But then says, that's interesting, what do you do for lunch? He says, there's a bar that you could still find real yayin nesach. Real yayin nesach, not stam yenam, he tells Rav Adin. The real things, I go there for Shabbos lunch. He says, that's amazing, what do you do for Shalosh Shudas? He says, there's a place where you can get fresh shrimp. So l'kavod Shalosh Shudas, I go there. He says, and what do you do between the meals? He says, between the meals, I make sure to go to the beach and be metaltal dalad amas. Make sure to walk around and carry my books that I read. This is what he's telling Rav Adin about his Shabbos schedule. So Rav Adin was a smart person. He says, Ani mekaneh becha. I'm jealous of you. He says, why are you jealous of me? Because you have such a horrible Shabbos? He says, no. I'm jealous of you because of how much Shabbos affects you. I can't say that Shabbos affects me so much. By me, Shabbos is sometimes very routine, boring. But you don't just sit home and read a novel on Shabbos. You got to go find a place where they have bacon and shrimp and lobster and yayin nesach, and you're busy carrying. He tells him, Atayedeya, gam ata shomer Shabbat. You also observe Shabbos. You just do it in a little bit of a different way than I do. But he says, I see that Shabbos really gets to you. Every Shabbos, you have to do something in order to celebrate Shabbos the way you like to celebrate Shabbos. And he wished him good Shabbos. The Yid became a Shomer Shabbos. Why? He realized the truth of what he was saying. As somebody once told me, a Christian, I told him, what do you think about Jews? A smart guy. He says, all Jews are religious. I said, really? You don't know them. I know Jews, they're not. He says, you don't understand. He said, even Jewish atheists are religious. I said, what are you talking about? He says, they deny God with religious fervor. I said, wow, that's so interesting. He says, a Jew doesn't know how to not be religious. He denies God, it's also with a religion. Everything is with a religion. I once heard from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, he says, they trust Arafat with the koyach ha'emunah that's reserved for the Rebbeinu Shalom. Jews trust Arafat, this was the days before Oslo, with the koyach ha'emunah that's reserved for the Rebbeinu Shalom. Jews have a koyach ha'emunah. The question is, where are you going to direct it? Jews are religious. They're deeply committed. The question is, to what? The greatest revolutions in history were always created through Jews. Why? Because they have a revolutionary spirit. They want to change the world. Every Jew wants to bring Mashiach. Every Jew wants to bring the Gula. Every Jew wants to make it a good world. The question is it going to be through a Meshagas? Or it's going to be L'sakin Olam Malchus Shin Daled Yud. So Shabbos is embedded in the DNA of a Jewish soul.